Dane at JONAH Guitars, and this time I have a reveal, or this is going out. It's the $1,000 guitar. I've mentioned it here and there, and I just wanted to build something. Obviously, you understand right up front that anything that is a one of a kind, made by one person, doing every bit of the process, there's a lot of hours in this thing. So it's time in is way more, and materials are way more than $1,000. But I wanted to build a couple $1,000 guitars this year. So this is the first one. And then of course I'm also doing the Strat custom build and the Great Guitar Build Off 21 build. So I've got a lot going on. So hopefully I'll get to the second $1,000 guitar. So this is the first one. Don't really have a name for it. I kind of wanted a series name rather than just a color. So kind of been referring to it as Greenie in mentions here and there. Obviously obviously what I was going to say about that was it's got a tortoise pickguard on it. I thought one way to, and Leo Fender was right there as well. I thought one way to reduce the time in and the complexity of the build is to put everything in a pickguard, and that can be wired separately and then installed at a later point. If it were a production instrument, that would be even more vital. But rather than having to put everything through the cavity and solder it all up in the back and have a cover plate and all that, it's all built right into the top. I also built this so that, I should just move the camera now. I also built it so that the jack plate bumps right up against the pickguard, so it can be wired all together and come out as a separate unit. I also have the string ground to the bridge, which if you wire guitars, you realize that you have to desolder something to take the pickguard completely off. But what I did was I put a grounding lug in the middle under the cavity cover here, and just screwed the two ground wires together, so the ground wire coming from the bridge and from the back of the pot connect to the screw in the cavity. So you can pull the pickguard off, you can just unscrew that screw, and the whole thing comes off, can go away somewhere else, be worked on or modified or whatever. So you don't have to have a soldering iron out in order to disassemble the guitar. All right, I'm going to bring the camera down a little bit and go from there. This body is spalted alder. Not sure you can how well you can see the reflection of the tripod in there, but you have a lot of difference in grain variation and color in there, which was the grain stain right on the body. And then I ended up shooting some shading around the edges, a little brighter green. And the front is maple. It's got about a 1/4 inch maple cap. I'm hoping you can see that. I think you can see that along here. You'll see some color highlights because the grain goes light and dark as it goes around the edge. It's pretty cool looking. Both edges. I think you can see that. All right, so just to give you an idea, kind of around the thing. Trying to stay on the camera, sorry. Hard to look at the camera and at the monitor over on the counter. The string ferrules, these were before I got the little guide, but they are spot on. So they look really good. Nothing I hate worse than crooked string ferrules. The neck wood is sapele, white sapele, and oh, I said it's mahogany gone through the middle. Pretty sure it is. Looks like mahogany. And then the fretboard is Bolivian rosewood or Palfaro. Or actually, that fretboard is just straight up rosewood, East Indian rosewood, I think. Yeah, well, it's one of those three. Bolivian rosewood and Palfaro are the same wood, actually. It's not really a rosewood. They kind of got that nickname, Bolivian. The tuners are Grover, excuse me. Yeah, they are Grover. The small, you know, the minis. So obviously it was a 3-piece neck, and it's, you know, grain oriented and such that I've got almost, or maybe, actually the sapele was very, very straight grained, up and down. So I'm going to say that that's quarter sawn. And what else? Pearl dots, white plastic top dots, side markers. These, both the peg head design and the body shape, are my original designs. These aren't copies of anybody else's stuff. Closest I got to copying something here was the concept of using a pick guard. And I do have the Strat bullet plate here. It's coming with the Dunlop Schaller style lock buttons on it. So if you already have those sorts of locks on your strap. Oh, now here's the other thing I almost forgot to mention. Oh, JONAH decal on the headstock. This guitar is already sold, actually. I'm getting ready to take it in the house and give it its last cleanup before I put it in the case. And taking it with me tomorrow night and turning it off to the new owner. So we won't be seeing this guy anymore. Anyway, I think it turned out really nice. Really happy with the color, the overall look and feel. This is all water-based finish on this guitar. Here, anyway. This is True Oil on the neck. But this was started out with, that wasn't water-based actually, polyester Solar Cure from Solar Res on the body. And then after the stain, I stained the wood, and then I put the Solar Res on it. Then I had ordered some of the Crystal Lac pigment, bright tone instrument lacquer, and shot that on here, and also mixed the color into that and shot around the edges. You probably saw or remember some videos I had out of a piece of curly maple with some green spray on it, and that was partially testing for this particular guitar. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in, and these pickups, I guess I should make note of, or I shouldn't guess about it. These are John Williams pickups from Guitar Attack. I asked him for a PAF-ish pickup in, you know, basically in K value. They have Alnico 2 magnets, I believe, in this set. I got another set that are identical to these for the next $1,000 guitar. I originally had a regular 5-way Fender switch in this, and I did not like, I had found the diagram, did not like the way it worked. I'm not even going to tell you how I was supposed to split up, because that'll just confuse you with the way it is now. It's just got a, you know, main volume, main tone, 5-way switching. This 5-way switching feels very much like a Strat. You get, you know, position 1, you get the full humbucker. Position 2, you get you get this pickup in parallel. It's normally series. You get this pickup in the middle, you get both humbuckers in parallel. Here you get the neck in series, and here you get the neck full humbucker. So it feels a lot like a Strat, where you go from that and you get that little lighter feel in the 4 and the 2 position. I got no humming in any position here. I've got pickups, I've got Strat pickups that John has wound for me in my Paisley Strat, and I do have a reverse wound in the middle, but I get no humming in any position in that guitar, under the fluorescent lights or whatever. So let's do a little bit of noise here. Y'all know that I'm no great shakes as a guitar player. So let's start down here at the bridge. other thing I should have mentioned, 25-inch scale, 22 frets. Got a spoke wheel adjuster at the butt end here. That's nice and easy to get to. Just a notch in the pickguard for that. All right. Okay, up in that number 2 position. Listen to the difference. You know, still makes me think of that. You know what I'm playing, right? Okay, feels like that. Center or middle position is the 2 full on, I believe. Let me look at the diagram. I got the diagram right here in front of me. So bridge series, bridge parallel, neck and bridge series. Yeah, so full on both. And then neck parallel and then humbucker series again, yeah. So just like I explained it. So this is down to the bridge, to the middle. It's pretty throaty right there. And then to the number 4 position. That's that neck in parallel. And then the neck full humbucker. And I do have my amp kind of on some growler. Now we're going to clean it up and go through that again real quick. So, back to that bridge. Now, I haven't messed with the tone. We'll go ahead and pull that tone down. Jazz chords. And then tone up. So there you have it. Setup on it's pretty standard for my setup. I keep the strings really close at the first fret when you fret them on the third, so just barely not touching the first fret as I go across. And then the 4/64 at the 12th, got about 9 thousandths at the 6th, 7th fret. When you do that for neck relief. So it's set up really close to the neck. I don't have any rattling. I always build my guitars, and typically if I'm doing a refret, I make sure that I get about 5 thousandths of fall away up here. That's about all you need, and that's about all I ever really try to go for, and it seems to do the job. So, you know, when you set up a guitar, the neck bows in the middle, and then you create a hump right here. Well, on a guitar that has this much access to the top of the neck, you don't really create a hump, but you still, you're gonna have a high point right here, like a little ski jump, right? So when you belly down like that, if you don't take some of that off of there, you create a high spot. So when you take a little off the fall away, you just really end up straightening the neck out. So it gives you nice, no rattling. Anyway, probably don't care about that. Hey, there it is. Greenie, for lack of a better name, or as the buyer, the owner is calling it the greenback dollar, or in this case, the greenback $1,000. I'm gonna, like I said, take it in, give it its final cleanup, put it in the case, and it's out of here. Maybe you want the next $1,000 guitar. It'd be a good time to get a hold of me and let me know that. The only stipulation with that $1,000 guitar is it's getting these pickups, this configuration. I took the 5-way out and put a super switch in, which is definitely a more expensive switch. This is standard Stu McDonald wire. I very likely put Evo in the next one, Evo Gold. Same body style, same neck, same peg head. Everything's going to be the same as this guy. So $1,000. If you're interested in the next one, let me know. And you can see you have all kinds of access. If you can actually play guitar, then you'll really love that. All the way up there. Yep. All right, folks. Take care. Thank you much for watching. And go make some dust.